All right, we're here. Yes, we made it, guys. So sorry to keep you waiting. We had some technical difficulties, but we're here. We're here. We are so happy that you are here with us at the official Thyroid Refresh launch day party. We've just gone live and we are so excited to welcome you to a brand new way to live thyroid healthy. I'm Ginny Maher. I'm the co-founder of Thyroid Refresh. And this is my dear friend and business partner and the other co-founder of Thyroid Refresh, Danna Bowman. Can you say hi, Danna? Uh-oh, maybe she can't hear us. And we're here with Nadia Ahrens today. She is our team psychotherapist. She's amazing. And she's going to be talking with you guys today about the power of self-care. So welcome, Nadia.
Thanks for having me. Hi, everyone.
And thank you all again so much for being here. If there's any of you out there who know someone who would benefit from these Facebook Lives today, please click share. You can share these instantly right now. So if there's anyone you know who you think would like to see them, please do that. After we chat with Nadia, we're going to be announcing our second winner from the official Thyroid Refresh launch party giveaway. And we'll be sharing with you some special discount codes at the end of the session today. So just really quick to tell you a little bit about Thyroid Refresh. We've just launched, just opened the doors today. And this is a place of support and empowerment, information and inspiration for thyroid patients everywhere. This really is something that has not been done before. So what we want to do is provide the support that you guys need to reach your optimal state of health, because it's amazing what we're capable of when we have the support we need. And we're not trying to replace, medical protocols. We are thyroid patients who have created something for thyroid patients. And we did it because we know what it's like. And there was a gap that needed to be filled. And that's what we've done. We have filled the space between those professional expert recommendations and your optimal state of health. And we are the supportive bridge in between. That's what Thyroid Refresh is. So if you haven't stopped by yet, please go and see what we've created. There's tons of free content, but becoming a member is what really enables us to empower you and take your thyroid health to the next level. So be sure and check that out at thyroidrefresh.com. So let's get started with Nadia talking about the power of self-care. This is something people talk about a lot, Nadia, but why is it important? Can you get us started on?
I sure can. So, healing really starts with you. So many people in our society it's just such a fast-paced world, and we're constantly putting ourselves last. And then the next question is like, why do I feel so depleted? And why do I feel so drained? And why do I have no energy? And it's because people don't take care of themselves first. I like to think of it as if you're like a battery and you're constantly sending energy out, your battery is going to get depleted. And so when your battery is depleted, whether it's work, relationships, kids, business, you start to just feel resentful and exhausted. And, who wants to feel like that? So the whole key is, how do I recharge my battery? And that answer is self-care. In self-care, yes, it's the massage, and yes, it's the bubble bath with the candles, but it's also, it's creating that lifestyle of eating well, getting enough sleep, movement, healing past wounds, also like paying your bills on time and budgeting and meal planning, like all of it really is all self-care. And so when you start to look at it as a lifestyle, and a lifestyle of putting your needs first so that you could better help other people and heal yourself, that's kind of the the secret behind it.
So what does that look like, when you're actually applying those things to your life?
Good question. Well, it's kind of like being on that airplane and they say put the oxygen mask on first. That's what we want to do. You want to put that oxygen mask on first so that we could take those first steps to change. And awareness, sound like a total therapist right now, but that really truly is that first step to changing the patterns and behaviors to shift your lifestyle. And what happens with that awareness is you're like, oh, okay, I've got the awareness. This pattern and this behavior is no longer working for me. And then the next thing that happens is that you resist it. You're like, okay, I'm just going to ignore this. I'm going to ignore this awareness, ignore the insight, pretend that it didn't exist, because our bodies and our mind are just, we don't want to change. It's just human nature. We want to just stay in our comfort zone. But what happens is once that comfort zone and those old behaviors and awarenesses start feeling uncomfortable, it starts to outweigh that fear of change outweighs the comfort zone. And that's that first step of change.
So baby steps.
Always baby steps. I am the queen of baby steps. It's like I said, our mind, it's like if you imagine it like a train that's on a track, you have this one track and this is what it knows. And it's going to keep doing this track until it just crashes into the wall, and then it's going to keep continuing to crash into the wall. And so we want to almost trick your mind into thinking that change isn't happening, because when you think change, our nervous system goes into shock and then goes into lockdown and says, I don't want to do anything. So it's almost like outsmarting your brain. And so if you have a baby step, it's like, oh, okay. Oh, no change has happened. That's cool. Like, I could go with this. So instead of being like, I'm going to run a marathon, it's like, let's get outside and walk around the block for 20 minutes. And so your brain is going, oh, I could do this. This isn't so bad. And then what happens is your self goes, oh, I accomplished something. And people want to discount these baby steps, but that is really the essence of any true lifelong, long-lasting change, is to have these little baby steps.
I think that's so important for thyroid patients to hear too, because when you start doing the research, you find so much advice and so many recommendations, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I have to completely change my diet. I have to start meditating every day. I have to, nurture my gut health and do A through Z every day. And it overwhelms people. And
Right.
They end up just saying, forget it. I can't do this. I can't live like this. So I'm going to give up and ultimately accept kind of a diminished quality of life. And
Right.
that's why we're all here today, is to say, don't accept that. This is the how of the process. And I think that's such a good point, is making those baby steps. But I also hear you kind of touching on that inner voice.
Absolutely.
I think that's so huge too. One of my favorite quotes is, the body speaks to us. If we listen to its whispers, we don't have to endure its screams.
Yeah. I just got chills. That was so good. Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
I'm just curious about, to kind of dig into that piece of this a little bit deeper, because I think so many of us, especially people who say no, and I know this is people who have a hard time saying no. And that's really hard for women, is we override the need for self-care and just, I don't have time. I just have to power through because I have to meet everyone else's needs but my own.
Right.
And how do we get back in touch with that inner voice?
Well, first it's the mindset. It's really truly believing that you deserve to have a healthier lifestyle, and that change can happen, and a lot of times it's taken years and years to create this pattern and to create the lifestyle and the eating habits and the sleep habits and the movement habits or lack thereof, that it is going to take time to shift that thinking. And so I tell people, just be patient with yourself and be kind to yourself and know that there are going to be setbacks. But when you have that mindset of like, yes, I can change and I could transform and I deserve and I'm worthy of a healthy lifestyle, that's when the movement starts happening. And I think I have this hunter-gatherer theory that women are hardwired to, we're gatherers and we're communal and, we're tending to the fire and helping somebody birth a baby in a hut and tending to the children and picking berries. And so we're so used to doing tons and tons of things, and then put it into modern day. It's like getting the carpool going or soccer practice or, launching a business or your social calendar, what have you. We're so conditioned and hardwired to put ourselves last. And when we're these, communal gatherers, we're kind of the center of it all. But it's like a bicycle tire. It's like we're that center of the tire. And if we're not working, the whole system is busted. And so as women, we really have to recondition ourselves to be like, wait a second, I need to recharge my battery. I need to spend some time with myself. I need to, get my ducks in a row. And underlying all of that is that you're worthy of it and you deserve it. And so it really is important, not only for our own selves, but our whole social network and family system and the people who love us. It's important for them too, because it not only will affect you, it'll affect positively, I hope, the people around you that know and love you.
And also, I was thinking, with self-care, once you practice self-care and you realize the importance of it, it also kind of makes you slow down and understand that change isn't going to happen overnight. We're used to taking, an Advil to make your headache go away or something like that. When you start on this process, some people are still kind of in the mindset like, well, I'll just take my thyroid pill and that'll be it. And we're trying to help you realize it's always going to be more than that. It's never going to be just the pill. And when you do a little bit of self-care and you start implementing that because you really need it, you realize, okay, the self-care, it slows me down. There's an importance factor to self-care. And also it makes you realize this isn't going to be easy. This isn't going to be quick.
Right.
It's not going to be the Advil. It's never going to be the Advil with thyroid. It's never going to be. Doesn't matter, if you take your pills or do all your things, it's always about the baby steps. And you have to celebrate and relish those small victories because they all add up.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And just piggyback on what you're saying about that magic pill. Yes, the medication, is important. And again, our society is so conditioned that it's like, something's wrong. Let me fix it. I want to race right through it. And then, and have that magic pill and that quick fix. What people aren't getting is that that's actually making your trajectory a lot longer in terms of the quick fix. That is the long road to go. The quicker fix is the self-care, are the baby steps. Yes, the medication, but it is about like, I'm a firm believer is like, you have to, in order to get through it, you got to go through it. And so taking the time to slow down, to do the self-care, and really just allow yourself to be in it so that you could make these steps for lifelong change.
Do you feel like for a lot of people, it's sort of a fake it till you make it kind of endeavor where you have to do the affirmations and say, I'm worth it until you just say it until you start to actually believe it? Is that?
And there's nothing wrong with that too.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. I am a firm believer of fake it till you make it. And we're so again, conditioned to focus on our negative, that we could come up with 1,000 things that are wrong with us. And, oh, I'm not worthy of this, or I don't deserve this, or I'm sorry for the whatever, and what happens is like, we're creating again, that train track, that negative train track in our brain that has taken years and decades to create, and it's all kind of going on this subconscious level. I do hypnotherapy, which is a little bit of what I'm doing a guided visualization next with you guys, and it is really about getting into that subconscious, so you shut off that brain of I'm not worthy, I can't do this. And so it is a fake it till you make it, because I have tons of clients who are like, well, I don't believe that I am. And I'm like, I don't care. You're going to still say it, because the more you say it, you're creating that new track to have a healthier and positive, new train track in your brain that says, I am worthy. I can have a healthy life. And so, faking it till you making it is it really.
The power of positive words too. Your brain is always listening, like you said earlier, so, if you're telling your things, you're beautiful, you're worthy, eventually it's going to catch on, right?
Right. And if you feel uncomfortable telling yourself that, stick it on a Post-it note and put it on your sun visor in your car. Or I know somebody that, I don't know how to do it because I'm not techie, but she programs an affirmation to tell herself in her phone that it comes up every hour to remind her that she is worthy. And
wow,
I love that.
I know, me too. Too bad I'm not a techie, which is, why we had technical difficulties. But, it was such an amazing idea, and so if you feel hokey saying it, which you're gonna feel hokey saying it, but just keep saying it, and just keep, like I said, even if you don't believe it, just keep saying it. Do the Post-it notes, set the reminder on your phone, put it on your bathroom mirror, because if you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe it, because it all starts from you. And so your soul knows you're worthy. Your ego mind doesn't believe it, because it's been conditioned by past experiences, old wounds, negative people around you telling you things. And as a child and growing up, those things stick. And so now that you're your adult self and you can make healthy choices for you and changes, it's about quieting those little inner critics and turning up the volume of like, okay, let me listen to myself. What do I need right now?
Can I just have like a British accent though? When I do this on my little techie recording,
for me, I'm like, no, you can get a New York accent. You can't get a British one.
Like Catherine earlier, can I just have her saying you're worthy? Because then,
yeah,
right. Wouldn't that be great?
Have her record it.
She'll do that for you.
Right. Totally.
And Siri could do that. You could change the voice on Siri and have a British accent. Maybe you could figure out a way to do that too.
My British Siri telling me I'm worthy. I love it.
Right. Exactly. That'll do it.
So what about, can we talk a little bit about comparisonitis? What about comparing ourselves to others? Because it's just like in the back of my mind, like this is another one of those roadblocks, I feel like, for so many of us.
Absolutely. Comparison is not going to get you anywhere. The only where it's going to get you is just to suffering, because we're all individuals. We're all completely different. And what works for somebody isn't going to work for somebody else. And it's just a recipe for disaster. There's a saying, and I'm queen of butchering sayings, so just bear with me, but it's what other people think of me is none of my business. And so what happens is women especially are just so prone to this, where we just are like, well, what does that person think of me? And, I wonder what they think if I do this, or, and what's happening is when you're so externally focused, you wind up losing touch with yourself. And then, then it's a shit show. Sorry, I curse, but it's not going to do you any good, And so it's, everybody is on their own path. Everybody has their own journey. everybody has their own life experiences and suffering, and you don't know what their suffering is. And if you look at somebody and instead of comparing yourself to them, go, okay, they've got their own journey. I don't know what it is. I don't know what their suffering is. Then you wind up having compassion for them. And then you wind up having compassion more for yourself. And so, comparisons, like, don't go there. It's just going to, crash you into that train track wall. So, who wants to do that? And so when you find yourself comparing yourself to somebody else, bring it back home and say, okay, how can I love myself? And what do I like about myself? If you can't say, what do I love about myself? It's like, okay, well, what can I tolerate? Like what's okay with me, and again, it's the baby steps. I'm not expecting you to be like, I love myself, everybody's worthy, but it is about like, okay, well, what is it that I have that's unique? And what is it that I have that's individual? We're all made different. And so we all have to let our differences and our individuality shine. So comparing yourself is a no-go in my book.
That's so impatient, or sorry, that's so powerful. I'm already getting mush mouth today, and we're still in
only 5 more hours.
4 more to go. I think this is so powerful for everybody listening to hear, because as thyroid patients, we all walk our own path. And for one person, their optimal state of health might be running a marathon. And for another person, it's literally getting out of bed.
Right.
So to look at somebody and say, well, how come they can, do all this stuff? I can't. It's just counterproductive. It doesn't help.
And there are so many things that are good about you. Ginny always says this, everybody's got their own special thing.
Right.
They're the things that they're good at. So celebrate those things, more focus on those things as opposed to what you can't, what you can, what you are good at.
Right.
And if getting out of bed is an accomplishment for you, celebrate it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Celebrate that. You did.
And there's that importance of that mindset of like, is life happening to you versus happening for you? It's like if you've gotten diagnosed with an illness, and yes, you could be a victim to your illness and be like, all I did was get out of bed today. I'm so defeated. And it's like, you could have that mindset, which again, isn't going to get you anywhere. Or you could have the mindset of, okay, I got this diagnosis. It sucks. I have to grieve my old life and the idea of what my life I wanted was that I'm now not going to have. And I'm choosing to transform from this. It's not going to make me a victim of my life.
And it's okay to be, poopy or sad or whatever that is, because there's going to be those times, but you have to eventually get out of it to get out of it. You have to start saying those, or realizing I'm good. And, like if you want to be sad and if you're having a bad day and, oh gosh, I couldn't get out of bed, have those moments. That's okay.
Absolutely.
But you need to try to have more of the other.
Right. Well, there's a term in my field called ADLs, and it's activities of daily living. And, with people who are majorly depressed and, sometimes hospitalized or just, can't get out of bed or whatever it is, it's like these activities of daily living are those key components to say, okay, yes, I am sad. Yes, I am depressed. And I have to get out of bed today. I have to brush my teeth. If those are your 2 ADLs, those 2 activities of daily living, great, go do them. So for other people who are higher functioning, maybe it is going around the block or taking a yoga class or, sitting in a meditation, what have you, and so it's learning where you are. And I don't want to discount, like, yeah, feel every feeling that you need to be feeling, because that's the only way you're going to get through it. But don't get trapped at the, at the bottom of that, I don't know, whatever bucket, if you will. You want to learn how to climb yourself out of it so that you could continue. And again, going back to the self-care and the self-awareness, is recognizing, I do feel really sad today, and I do feel really depressed today, and it is really hard for me to get out of bed, and this is where I'm at right now, and that's okay. And so, if you need to, like, be in it, and then take the baby steps to get yourself out of it.
This whole conversation is has me so excited about what we're offering to people, because this is what we're talking about. This is what we've done. We've tried to create a place where you can find that support. And Nadia has created some really incredible content on the site. So if you haven't been to thyroidrefresh.com yet, please stop by and check it out. Especially with membership. If you become a member, you have access to the Refresh Cafe, which are our exclusive member forums where these conversations are happening and can continue, and Nadia's on there, I'm on there, Danna's on there. This is how we do this, guys. We do this together. We thrive together. We are here to empower you and to give you that support that you need.
We're better together, for sure.
Absolutely.
And I can say that for sure. Myself with Ginny, going on this trip, this, journey of starting Thyroid Refresh, we're definitely better together, and the support is amazing. So
absolutely.
The community.
Yep.
It really takes a village.
It does.
It really does.
It takes a village not to raise a little one. It takes a village to raise me, to help me. It takes a village for everybody, right?
So I know you guys are all excited to get to Nadia's, did you say it was a guided visualization?
Yeah. So just to, there's a lot of misconceptions about meditation. People think that they have to sit for an hour and that they have to completely free their minds of any thoughts. And, just a little hint, like, unless you're truly enlightened, like the Dalai Lama, like, you're going to have thoughts running through your head. And so this is a meditation. It's a guided meditation, which I like to use for beginner meditators, because it helps give you something to focus on while you're sitting there. And so, meditation, it's like it has so many, emotional and physical benefits that it's such an enhancement to your whole lifestyle program.
I'm ready.
I can't wait.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. All right. Is everybody ready? Okay. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and I want everybody to close their eyes. Good. And take a deep breath in. And as you relax and exhale, you feel a wave of relaxation from your head to your toes. And taking another deep breath in, allowing your body to get comfortable and relaxed. You feel another wave of relaxation from your head to your toes. And with your next inhale, picture or imagine a beautiful, glowing purple light on the inside of the top of your head. The color purple is healing and can open up intuition and mental clarity. So So follow that beautiful purple light, feeling its warm, soothing glow as it travels from the top of your head in and around your brain, moving in and around your eye sockets, flowing down, relaxing all the muscles in your jaw and in your face. Allowing that light to flow down to the back of your head where it meets your neck. Breathing in calmness and clarity. Feeling that beautiful purple light flowing in and around and through all of the vertebrae in your neck. Releasing any tightness or tension in the muscles of your neck. Following that light to the front of your neck, the hollow of your throat. This is your throat chakra, which is associated with the thyroid gland. So picture or imagine or feel a beautiful purple lotus or a purple butterfly, both symbols of transformation, opening and expanding in your throat center. Imagining or feeling or experiencing that warm purple light flowing out from the butterfly or the lotus, and allowing that light to flow into your shoulders, releasing any tension from your muscles. Allowing that light to flow in and around your joints of your shoulder, flowing down your arms to your elbows, flowing in and around and through your elbows, down your forearms, in and around your wrists and palms, and through all of the many muscles and fingers and bones in your fingers, illuminating your hands and fingertips with beautiful glowing purple light. As you take another deep, calming breath in, you follow that light back up to the butterfly or lotus in your throat, imagining it expanding in transformation and hope and worthiness. And following that purple light down every vertebra in your back, in and around all of your internal organs, allowing that beautiful purple light to wash over you, releasing any tension or tightness. Lighting up your entire torso with beautiful purple healing light. Imagining or feeling that light moving in and around your hips, down to the base of your spine, moving down your legs, softening your muscles, releasing any tension, flowing down and around and through your knees, and down your shins and calves, feeling your muscles just melt and become light. Moving down in and around and through your ankles, the tops of your feet, and the soles of your feet, and out the tips of your toes, illuminating your entire body with healing, purple, transformative light. Taking a deep breath in and silently telling yourself, I believe in me. I am worthy of this transformation. Change is happening for me. Allow yourself to sit and thank your body for this time. And in a moment, I'll come back into the room. I'll count from 1 to 5. And you'll come back feeling refreshed and aware and awake and worthy of transformation. 1, coming back into the room. 2, wiggling your fingers and your toes. 3, more and more awake. 4, all the way back. And 5, wide awake, eyes open, and ready to start your journey to transformation.
Can we just stay here like this?
Sure. I'll just quietly sign off.
I can't hear you, Ginny. Did you turn your mute on?
I did. I forgot. The before and after. Wow. Thank you, Nadia. That was amazing.
Yeah, like my cheeks, I'm like having a hard time smiling.
I know. And I love just being bathed in all that purple.
Purple. Me too.
Yeah,
Oh.
purple is a in energy medicine, all colors have different properties. And so purple is the color of intuition and mental clarity. It's also a healing color. And so, I thought it was pretty appropriate to do the purple light meditation for you guys today.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nadia. And thank you for being a part of the Thyroid Refresh team and for being here with us today. And thanks to all of you who are watching. We're going to keep these Facebook Lives up on our Thyroid Refresh Facebook page. So you'll be able to come back and do that meditation anytime you like.
And also, if you're liking these and you want to share them, make sure and hit the notifications so that you'll get notified when we are going live again. I know there's some people that are having some issues finding where we're live and things. So if you hit the notifications, it'll pop right up for you. So, yeah.
So Danna, do you want to announce the special discount?
Yeah, except for my computer just went to sleep. So hold on just a second.
Well, I could go ahead and announce the giveaway winner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you announced the giveaway winner, and I'll do the special. I thought that's what you meant. Sorry. Okay, I'm still like coming back.
Yeah.
Okay, so the special offer is from Just Thrive Probiotic. It is today only for Thyroid Refresh people, members, signups, anybody who's watching. Just go to thriveprobiotic.com and order some probiotics, and you'll get a 20% discount if you enter the code thyroid20.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
And also want to thank you really quickly to Paleo Valley, because they donated some things for the gift basket. So they're so good. Oh my goodness, they're so good, so good. I kept wanting to go snag one earlier. So
it's hard not to.
I know.
So we have 3 gift baskets and 2 annual memberships to give away. So this round, we're going to be giving away one of our 2 annual memberships to Thyroid Refresh. So a full year of support through our site. This goes to Gina Vitale from Virginia. So congratulations, Gina.
Gina from Virginia. Yay!
We will be contacting you to let you know via email and get your shipping information and everything. So thank you all so much for being here. Happy spring. If you haven't, please stop by thyroidrefresh.com. We have just gone live and are so excited to be here with you and ready to welcome you and start a new beginning with you guys, getting thyroid healthy and reclaiming our life and our health and our vitality from thyroid disease. So please join us, become part of our community and our family. We would love to have you with us.
We would. And there's also tons of free content. There's lots of good stuff on there. So if that doesn't resonate with you, then you're more than welcome just to check out the free stuff. And don't forget, we have more lives coming up. We have Mary Showman next. She's our resident thyroid expert. So be sure to tune in and click the little notifications. Okay, guys, thank you. This has been a fabulous, fabulous day. Thank you, Nadia.
Thanks for having me. Love you, ladies.
Bye.
See you on the site.
Okay, see you on the site.
Bye.